Hey everyone, Dylan Stewart, North Star Man, coming to you hot off the heels of a 2-day trip to Disneyland. Yeah, you like my hat? Kind of ridiculous, right? Let's take that off. Hey everyone, so today is day 54 of my 100-day challenge, and I just got back from 2 days of Disneyland mania with my son, who just turned 11 today. And I wanted to talk about this idea of the balance beam between what we do for others and what we do for ourselves. You know, it's so easy for us to teeter-totter between these two positions. It's like either we're giving everything to everyone else or giving nothing to everyone else. And neither extreme is the right place to be. So I wanted to really talk about where I landed on that over the last couple of days. You know, I love my son. I really will give him everything, everything that I have the capability to give him. And sometimes that's amazing because it's so great to have children and to really treat them as such an important thing to you in your life and to give them your everything. But there's also this extreme where you know you're pushing that idea too far. Whether it's your children or your friends or your relationship or your boss or your brothers or sisters or even your parents. You know, there's this fine line where you stop being selfless and you start really neglecting yourself. You start really putting yourself out there and stretching yourself beyond what's healthy, beyond what's right for you. But if you flip to the other side of that and it's all about you, then you're a narcissist. I grew up with narcissists in my life, and it's always been a trigger point for me, and I've worked really, really hard in my life to recognize that difference and never fall to that place where it's just all about me and nobody else matters at all. And maybe that's helped keep me from being completely narcissistic in my life. And you're sitting here watching this and going, you're talking to yourself on Facebook for 54 days in a row and you're considering yourself not a narcissist. The fact that I can ask the question of whether I'm narcissistic or not may be the defining factor preventing me from being a narcissist. I'll leave it up to you. If you think I'm a narcissist, pop it in the comments. Dylan, you narcissist, and I will take it in. Maybe. I don't think so. But the problem with having grown up around narcissists and being so sensitive and so triggered by it is I have a nasty tendency to flip to the other side where I don't matter at all, where my needs don't matter at all, where if you're not hungry, I won't eat, where if you want this, I'll sacrifice. And so over the last 2 days, I had to really balance this line. I was at Disneyland with one 10-year-old and one 11-year-old boy, and trying to get them on the same food schedule meant that I went without eating at parts of the day, or I ate crap food because they were suddenly hungry and that's what they wanted to eat. Or, I didn't sleep as well as I otherwise would have because they were having fun with rides and I was having fun with rides too, and I used it as an opportunity. And how do you find that balance? And financially, sometimes wanting to give to others can really put you in a hole financially where you're getting gifts that you really can't afford, and you're putting things on cards that you really should be paying cash for. And it's something that's plagued me throughout my life, not just with my children, thank goodness. It's not really a big issue with my children, but in relationships where I've been striving so hard to make them happy that I leave myself in a hole financially, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and every other way. So here's what I've been really working towards, is I've been working towards finding this clean and clear balance, creating for myself these trigger points where I go up, take care of you. And maybe it's as simple as a reminder on my phone that goes off and goes, hey, time to get something good to eat. Or one of the best things I did in the last couple of days was setting time aside outside of the hotel room or wherever I needed to be to literally meditate for a moment. Oh my God, these kids are driving me crazy. I'm just going to sit out on my balcony for just a moment and do a video or breathe and meditate. At one point I had to take a walk because I had it. There's a reason that kids come with two parents because especially when you're dealing with two kids, one is just not enough. And I did my best to not completely sacrifice myself to them, But it's challenging and it's hard because I want them to have a good time. And in some cases, hey, they're kids. They're going to remember this. And, I've been to Disneyland a bajillion times at this point, so who cares? But is that the right way to go? So I want to ask you where you stand on that balance beam. Are you one of these people who fall prey to giving so much to others that you neglect yourself? And what do you do to find time for yourself, to make sure you're taken care of? Or do you fall to the other side where you're like, look, I take care of me first, always. And if I want to eat nice food, I'm going to eat nice food. And if they don't want to eat nice food, screw them. Where it's all about you and your decisions and your needs and your hopes and your dreams are trouncing on everyone else in your life because it's just got to be your way. And if that's the way you are, there's no judgment here, but let's identify that part of ourselves. And if that's who you are, what do you do to pull back from yourself and give to others? Maybe you have a reminder on your phone, call your friend, it's their birthday or whatever it is, so that you make other people feel important too. I'm Dylan Stewart, and I'm a work in progress, and I'm a masterpiece at the exact same time. What I'm doing in these 100 days is looking deep down at me, at what works and what doesn't work, what I love and what I don't love, what I think is as good as it's ever going to be, and what needs some work. And every day, every moment, there's an opportunity to look inside, look within, and find that space where you really can uncover a better version of you. What if every day you uncover a newer version of yourself, a better version, tweaking and refining and pulling and pushing until you get to this place where you're the best you could ever be. And then you get to do it again the next day. That's my life. That's my journey. That's my quest. And this 100 days is just the beginning of starting to unpeel the layers of who I could possibly be and encouraging you to ask those same questions. Who could you be? What tweak can you make? What polish can you create in your life where you're just a little bit better than you were yesterday? I'm Dylan Stewart. I'm the North Star Man. Today, day 54. Coming back to you tomorrow with double nickels, 55. And we'll go from there. At this point, the end seems a fait accompli. Seems like something that I can see. And yet I know myself and I know where I'm going and I know the life I'm living and the challenges that I'm living. And there will be stumble points in the next 44, 45, 46 days and then some. Every day is a new journey. Every day is a new opportunity. And where are you on that journey? Are you putting the work in or are you phoning it in? I'm Dylan Stewart. I'm the North Star Man, and that's enough babble from me. I'll talk to you tomorrow.